Welcome in to week 6 of the Rookie Mistakes Podcast. I'm your host, Trades for Days, also known as Injuries for Days, as Austin would put it. Yes, I know, most of my team is injured, and it's not getting any better. Just keeps on taking its toll on me. But you know what? I will come back. I will barely make playoffs this year, I hope. I pray. I need it. But week 6, what a doozy of injuries. Not even just my team. Several teams this week lost some players, some key players, some little injuries, nothing, some teams not so major, but for the most part, there was just a lot of injuries that was going on. Let's go ahead and jump into the matchups. We had Shot at and Hit Shelky versus Chris Garza. Chris G90, can we please change this, man, as we go on? No, I don't know where I was going with that, but I mean, can't hate it, man. You're still winning, so you change your profile pic, but not your name. I don't get it. I guess we were golfing on Sunday, man. I thought I told you about this. But you get the win, 152.16 versus Shelky with 91.36. You slaughtered him by 62 points? 61 points? Sheesh. Good win. We had, for Chris, we had Josh Allen with 13, Isaiah Pacheco 15.8. Mostert still going off with 34.2. Christian Kirk 13.9. I really need him to break something so I can get a little more out of Ridley. Evan Ingram had 11. Cooper Kupp 27.8. Bucker with 17. On your bench, you had Zeke with 11.9. Adam Thielen, 28.5. Man, Daddy Grandpa, still getting it. And Mayer, however, the tight end for Raiders, 12.5. Shelky, Shot at and Hit, had Minshew with 9.5. Bijan only got 13. What is that? Like, they need to let him go. Let Bijan just do everything, man. Give him the ball like 30 times a game. I'm telling you, you will win. You will win. Brian Robinson had 13. Jamar Chase only had 14. Goddard 9. Texans D10. And everything on your bench was on bye. Except Javion Williams, which I only got 7.2. I forgot to say, Shelky is 3-3 on the season. Chris Garza 4-2. Going on to the next set of matchups. The Goods, Austin versus Dumpster Fire, Pedro. Austin gets the win. He is 6-0 on the season, number 1, leading the league. He had 130.74 against. He put it on Pedro too, 86.4. Sorry, there's a Thunder game going on. I know it's preseason, but I still like to watch. Austin had Patrick Mahomes, 17.34. Josh Jacobs, 11.3. Williams, I always want a Kyron. It's Kyron. Why can't I not remember that name? Kyron Williams, 21.8. Devontae Adams, 4.9. Keenan Allen, 21.5. Travis Kelce, 21.4. What about my ankle, bruh? You hurt? All right now. Then you had Higgins, who only got 4, let you down. Drake London, 21.5. He is, he's always been good. But finally, Desmond Ridder passing the ball. I know it was against some bad pass defenses, but still, yeah, man. I mean, sheesh. Finally had a game. He's just getting targeted finally. And it's like, now you know what I can do. Just keep it up. Keep throwing it to me. And on your bench, you had Kareem Hunt, 16.1. And Amari Cooper on your bench, 14.8. Dumpster fire. Brock Purdy let you down. He looked bad, but he did lose all of his top players besides Ayuk, I guess. Kittle was still in there. David Montgomery getting hurt. Ribs. I think he's going to be out for a little bit. They have a bye coming up in a couple weeks, and they might just let him ride the bench for a little bit. Then you had Alexander Madison with 11.2, Brandon Ayuk 11.6, Nakua let you down, Kittle 1.1, he really let you down. Ramondre Stevenson 18 points, he come back. I mean, it is against the Raiders, but it is what it is. The Lions D with 10. On your bench, Jared Goff 22.42. Man, should have played that one. Curtis Samuel 14.2. Wan'Dale Robinson 14.2, all on your bench. Woo! I don't think. Nah, can't give it to you. He still wouldn't have won that one. Next matchup, bend over and take it. Chad versus Duke Squad. 3-3, and bend over and take it is also 3-3. I believe Pedro is also 3-3. I forgot to mention. You had Bend Over and Take It winning 125.62 against Duke Squad 117.6. So it wasn't too far off. This might be a bad one for you, Blake. What was that? Only 6, 7, 8 points? Almost exactly. Chad had Derek Carr with 16.32. That's a good start. Alvin Kamara 17.4. Derrick Henry, 19.3. CeeDee Lamb, 18.7. Amon-Ra St. Brown went off for 30.4. Sorry, my daughter's trying to get in my room. Okay. CJ Stroud with 14.16 on your bench. Cortland Sutton, 14.6 on your bench, and that was about it for Chad. Dookie Squad. Dang, Russell Wilson. Started Russell Wilson against Kansas City. He got you 6.9, and that is what did you in. CMC got hurt, 14.2. That could have saved you had he not went out with a something with his oblique and ankle. Then you have Barkley, 13.8. Not Chris Godwin with 13.7. Travis Etienne, 23.3. He went off. Man, your kicker. Maher, 15 points. Rams defense, 11 points. And boy, do I have to give it to you. Had you started really, dang, yeah. I got to give it to Blake, man. Had you started Dak Prescott against the Chargers with 24.88, you would win this week by a landslide. But you didn't. You had Zach Moss also with 17.9 on your bench. Had you? Nah, I don't think that would have mattered. I wouldn't have done that anyways. And then Schultz with 16.1 on your bench over Darren Waller would have probably got you the win there. Oh, maybe not. That'd have been close. But Chad gets the win in that matchup this week. Next matchup. We have Flapjacks and Babybacks versus AP15. Come on now. What are we doing? I mean, you might not be listening, but still. Like, hear me through the phone, my guys. Change the fucking name, you dig? Come on. Sorry, my daughter's still trying to get in my room. Skyla, go. Stop trying to get in here. Okay? I No, not right now. In just a minute. You got to go away for a little bit, though. Sorry about that. You had AP 15 getting the dub. Dang, this was another close one against Sheldon. 121.3 AP 15 versus 116 to Flapjacks in Babyback. Dang. We had Joe Burrow for Aaron getting 13.8. Eckler with 10.2. Garrett Wilson, 17 points. Terry McLaurin, 14 points. Jacoby Myers, 17.1. Michael Pittman, we built this city, 19.9. On your bench, you had Rashid Rice. I think it's, Rashid Rice. He had 11.2. Kyle Pitts with 14.3 on your bench. He is starting to take off too. I guess that whole offense against the last few weeks has kind of worked out. Sheldon had Herbert with 19. Pollard with 17. Your freaking running backs going off. Ken Walker with 17.9. AJ Brown 20. Chris Olave 16.6. Henry got you 1.7. That is, what did you in? Gabe Davis with 3.1. Aubrey, your kicker, with 8. And we go down on your bench. And I got to give it to you. I couldn't have even given you bad. I couldn't even. Yeah, your bench is all either on bye or out. So you really didn't have an option. That just sucks. Being 0-6, losing because you didn't really have any options. I mean, tight end would have been perfect had you had anybody else. And you lose by 7. But you had no other option, so you can't get rookie mistakes of the week. And AP 15 is 4-2 if I didn't already say already. Next matchup. I said I was going to fuck this up, and I'm still going to fuck this up, Brandon. I assume it's Fafo. Fafo. Sounds like that. 5-4. I don't know. 5-0. 5-0. Like Popo or something. 5-0. 5-0. Either way, it's Brandon. I'm gonna fuck that up. I'm sure it stands for something, or maybe you're just trying to make me look like a dumbass, in which case you did. Versus Lot Lizard Stewie. Brandon gets the win this week, 135.7 to 108.72. Brandon is 5-1 on the season, is second, and Lot Lizard is 3-3. Brandon's team looks like Jalen Hurts, 19.9. That offense is not moving like it was, but they'll get it together, you would think. Swift, which is still running through everything, 17.8. I'm glad he went to Philly. I mean, behind that offensive line, really anybody could, a lot of running backs, I think, behind that offensive line is going to be pretty ferocious. What else we got? Stephon Diggs with 20. Nico Collins, 12. Hawkinson, 11. Jalen Waddle with 18. Zay Flowers, 17. Went on your bench. Did nothing really. Stewie had Lamar with 17. Jerome Ford, 11. Tyler Boyd had 16.8. DJ Moore, 10. Andrews, 10. Nick Folk, 10. Jags, 13. On your bench, you had Hubbard with 16. And outside of that, that was about it. Next and last matchup. Trades for Days, myself versus Stroke Race 3. I ain't gonna say nothing about it. It is what it is. I'm tired of talking about it. I had 115 versus Logan, 99.18. I get the dub, thankfully. Sorry it had to be against you, Logan. Logan is 0-6. I am 2-4. I had Fields, who got hurt, with 4.92. Breece Hall went off for me with 20.3. Jonathan Taylor starting to get a little more work, 11.5. Tyreek Hill, 28.3, who went out, but luckily came back. Luckily for me, came back. Quentin Johnson with an offer for me. That sucked. Metcalf, 10.9. Tucker, 18 points. Ravens D, 10. On my bench, Lawrence with 14.74. And Jameis Williams, 13.3 on my bench. Logan had Tua with 22. Jordan Addison, 11. Joshua Palmer, 10. Tyler Lockett, 15.4. Josh Downs, 13. Tyler Bass with an offer. Dang. And the Chiefs D with 15. They had a good week against Denver, which you probably should because they freaking blow. Sorry, I gotta watch. Okay. Yeah, call him for a walk. Come on, Giddy. On your bench, Stafford with 13. And Brandon Cooks with 15 on your bench. Would that have gotten you the dub anywhere? Nope. So, Blake got rookie mistakes of the week. Sorry about it. It is what it is, man. And those were our week 6 matchups. And, yeah, again, it was a tough week of injuries, and it just seems like every week they keep adding, like more and more people just keep getting it. And you would think, from week to week, of course, people are starting to get wore down. But, I mean, I feel like this year, there's just so many more injuries happening. And, I mean, maybe it's just me, but because it is my team majority of the time. So, yeah, I do notice them a lot more this year. But, it is what it is. Hopefully it comes back around. We'll see how this season continues to go. I know you guys would prefer me to, continue losing because that means it's better for you. But it sucks for me. So stop wanting that. Okay? And we are off to week 7. Hopefully it goes better for all of us. But of course it can't. So sucks to suck for the 6 of you guys. Preferably not me. Going into next week. We'll see ya. Thanks for being here. And then, subscribe. I mean, I really don't care. I mean, there's like 5 of you. So, later.